This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Good evening, Dunedin. I'm Rebecca Dupree. Port Otago has taken delivery of its brand new tugboat. The tug travelled the seas in style aboard a specialist heavy lifting vessel called the Delagrutch. The Arahi was due to be unloaded from the vessel this morning, but there were issues.
Nearly there. Port Otago's new tug, the Arahi, arrived at Port Chalmers this morning and was due to be in the water around 10 a.m. However, things didn't go quite to plan. Port Otago Chief Pilot Hugh Marshall says the Arahi has come a long way to be here, albeit on the back of the Deltagracht.
It loaded a small tug workboat in Tuzla in Turkey on the end of June this year. It's been on transit through the Mediterranean, through the Suez Canal, calling at various ports on the way. It called in at the Seychelles Islands, no, Mauritius on the way here, and then it's done various ports in Australia, delivering a small tug workboat called the Arahi.
Marshall says when the Arahi is lifted off, it'll be powerless and will need work.
Once in the water, the vessel, the tug will get, it doesn't have any power on board, no fuel on board at the present time. It's going to go, it's tied up alongside one of our other vessels, and then it'll be taken to a berth where we start commissioning and preparation process for to get this vessel into action.
The Arahi was made earlier this year and has a gross tonnage of 145 metric tonnes. The name Arahi comes from Auntie Alice Karatai, who was born in 1861 and was the granddaughter of Chief Karatai. Daryl Baser, 39 Dunedin News.
Police are seeking the owners of a number of items believed to have been stolen from North Dunedin properties. At the start of August, a man riding a scooter was stopped by police on Albany Street and found to have several suspicious items on him. Police believe the man unlawfully entered properties in the area in July. A search of the alleged offender's property turned up a range of items, including watches, ornaments, jewellery and a Kindle. A 26-year-old man is due to appear in Dunedin District Court on theft and burglary charges, as well as for driving while disqualified. A new exhibition space has opened up on Don Street in Invercargill. It showcases works from an art gallery which has been closed to public viewing for over 2 years. And organisers say it's an opportunity for locals to see artworks from a gallery that belongs to them.
A pop-up exhibition named Central Exchange has opened on Don Street in Invercargill. It showcases a number of artworks which have been unseen by the public for over 2 years. Curator Stephen Davies says the pop-up gallery is an attempt to expose these deserving artworks.
It meant that we've had to look at different ways of exhibiting work from the collection and holding other exhibitions, and so this is the latest event that we've created to get our collection out in front of our public, our community.
The pieces were held at Anderson House Art Gallery, which was closed to the public in January 2014. A seismic assessment concluded the building had a high risk of falling in an earthquake. Davies says it is important to differentiate the new venture from the old building.
We felt that changing our name back to Invercargill Public Art Gallery would sort of help us reconnect with our community and sort of provide that sort of ownership to the community of the collection.
Davies and assistant manager Claire Baker went through the entire collection at Anderson House. They set out to choose works to showcase that represented the broad range in the collection.
We ended up with 90 images of artworks, and we wanted to show to the businesses that we were working with, you know, the scope of art that the collection has. And also through that provide some education about art, that it's not just a painting that looks like a real subject, you know, it can be a whole range of things.
Baker says the exhibition has had a positive reaction from local businesses who selected their favourites from the group, and much interest from local visitors. Jack Conroy, 39 Dunedin News.
Poems are about to turn up in an unexpected location on the back of pay and display parking tickets. City of Literature Director Nikki Page says the poems celebrate National Poetry Day tomorrow. It's hoped printing poetry on the tickets will turn people's parking experience from a dull chore and into something they can look forward to. The works of 8 well-known local poets will be used. The city and regional councils are joining forces in an attempt to engage with South Dunedin. Their aim is to find out what residents want. A series of meetings are planned for next week with senior staff from both councils on hand to share ideas.
The South Dunedin floods were more than a year ago, and there has been much fallout since. However, it's time to plan for the future. That's the message from Dunedin City Council Chief Executive Sue Bidrose.
Yeah, it's really easy for councils to do stuff to residents, to people. It's easy to do stuff for people. This one, we're really keen to do this with people because, you know, climate change, sea level rise, groundwater rise, if you don't believe they're happening, well then it's not an issue and you don't need to worry. And if you do, the good thing is they're happening slowly and we've actually got time to take our time, form collaborative relationships as we explore the options and do the right thing at the right time, not throw money at things that might not work or make random guesses at what we think will work. You know, this one we have to get it right and we have to keep people informed, and my commitment is to be much better at that.
She says there have been a number of meetings with stakeholders and public meetings are planned for next week.
Next Thursday and Friday at the Gasworks Museum. And that's to talk to people about what went wrong last year, like which bits of our equipment malfunctioned. I think people are aware of that, but to talk to them about what we're doing to fix that, to make sure that our system, how the system works and what we're doing to make sure it runs as well as it ever has. And also some incremental improvements that we're examining that we might make over time. The ORC are there to talk about the history of South Dunedin and what the ground is made up of, why rising groundwater is an issue in South Dunedin and some of the things we can and can't do about that.
She says both the Dunedin City Council and Otago Regional Council are working well together and want to work with the people of South Dunedin for the best possible outcome. Daryl Baser, 39 Dunedin News.
Still to come on 39 Dunedin News, Special Rigs for Special Kids hits a milestone and one of the city's more famous musicians returns to his old stomping ground.
Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call 0800 502 402.
Mobility Solutions Centre Dunedin provides products to improve your independence, comfort and safety. Contact the team at 4777 195 or visit mobilitysolutioncentre.co.nz.
Driving Miss Daisy is a safe, friendly and reliable companion driving service.
Hello Jean, where are we off to today?
We form genuine friendships with our clients and help them to remain independent. Thousands of Driving Miss Daisy clients and their families love our caring, affordable service. Call us today for a quote on 0800 948 432 or visit drivingmissdaisy.co.nz. Driving Miss Daisy, for the gift of independence.
So August is our winter sale month, up to 50% off. This winter hasn't been cold enough until now, but we have to get rid of all this stock. We've got all these jackets. Also to keep you warm and me happy, at 50% off, we've got all this knitwear. For all of August, we've got great savings on moleskins and jeans. Plus we've got all these warm shirts, look at them all, from $50.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
First in, best dressed.
Wooltech have the experience and the expertise to supply a wide range of high-quality New Zealand-made products and can manufacture customised products to meet your individual requirements. Wooltech, great people, great products, great service.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Thinking of services for older people? Think Enliven. Enliven is a service philosophy where people come first. Enliven is about choice, activity, relationships, respect and security. You can enliven your health, your friendships, your life, no matter what your age. For more information, go to psotago.org.nz or call 4777 115.
When someone is affected by cancer, the Cancer Society is here to help. Please give generously this Daffodil Day. With your help, there is hope.
Dunedin's got an immensely rich artistic lineage.
It's brightening a wall which would otherwise go unnoticed.
The work seems to have another life.
Yeah.
When, you know, they start to interact.
Welcome back. Fonterra has indicated it will increase its 2016-2017 Farmgate milk price. The rise of 50 cents to $4.75 per kilogram of milk solids is seen as a positive signal for farmers. Federated Farmers Dairy Industry spokesperson Andrew Hoggard says the announcement will likely boost dairy farmer optimism and make their bank managers more cheerful. And on that note, let's take a look at today's financials. The NZX 50 has closed the day up 17 points. It's now at 7,427. The Dow Jones is down 66 points. And to the exchange rates, the Kiwi dollar is down against the Australian and the euro, but we are up against the other currencies we follow. 25 years ago, local truckie Greg Inch was talking with a couple of friends and heard the idea of giving disadvantaged children rides in trucks. Now, a quarter of a century on, Dunedin's Special Rigs for Special Kids attracts drivers from all around the country who volunteer their time. And Greg Inch joins me now. Good evening, Greg.
Good evening.
25 years old this year. Anything special planned?
We have centenary badges for the drivers. We've been given some beanies, 750 to be exact, all
nice.
Printed with special rigs and the centenary run. We have a few bits and pieces there. We've got my daughter's jacked up riding for disabled to come along, give the kids a ride on the horse, but we try to keep it as true to what we've been doing all these years. It works. It really works. So yeah, why muck with it?
Absolutely. And drivers come from all around the country. How far away are they coming from?
Well, we've had them from Auckland. We've had them from Invercargill, all over the place. I don't know till today. I've got no idea, but they just turn up. And the word is around the country that there are a lot turning up. So it'll be interesting. It'll be really good.
Have you heard any word about any making a special trip because it's a silver anniversary?
Oh yeah, there's some boys coming out of Christchurch. Like there's even a local company, Fulton Hogan. They're putting in one truck for every year, but they said they try and get 25. And I think they were saying the other day about 28 because there's some coming from Christchurch.
Nice one.
So it's really cool. It's really cool.
At 25 years, you heard the idea of giving these kids rides in trucks, but what actually propelled you to organise it?
It was, I just wanted to give something back. Like we're out in the road all the time. You go past a school at lunchtime, you know, middle of nowhere. Yeah, the kids are out there going like this. And it's really cool. And I just thought, well, if we just said it's open to everyone, it would just be flooded. So we thought special needs, and the reward we get out of it is just amazing. It is just incredible. We're a big family now. The drivers, the kids, the sponsors, the community that gets out on the road. Like, Dunedin's a great place. I consider it a community, not a city. And yeah, you couldn't hold it anywhere else. Not the feeling we get from this.
Do you have a set number of kids that'll be turning up on the day?
I've got no idea how many are turning up.
No idea about trucks or kids?
No.
So they just sort of line up and you kid in a truck and send them on their way?
We've got 2 desks, and one for the drivers, one for the kids.
Okay, nice and simple.
And we pair them up, and we've got what we call the corral. So if we've got a family with, say, 5, and we've got a couple of drivers there that only can take a couple of the children, the caregiver, we wait till there's another one comes through that's got a bigger cab, and we just pair them off as they come in.
Nice.
And it's really just a mix and match, and it works really well. We do get a wee bit panicky. I get a bit panicky in the mornings because I come in from Fairfield and I'm going, God, has anyone turned up? You know, it's just that. But they do, they support it really well. Yeah.
What do you think kids get out of it?
Oh, it's the smiles. It's the experience. So we don't raise any money on the day. And what we wanted to give them was an experience, a chance to meet a driver, get to know him, go for a ride in his truck, and just enjoy his time, his company, and the experience. And you got to remember, a lot of these kids go through a hell of a lot in life, and an experience to them is worth 1,000. You know, just so much. It's worth gold.
What's the best reaction you've ever had from one of the kids?
Oh, look, there's been so many. You know, I had a wee girl, Jessie Neves, when we first started, and she had an oxygen bottle with her all the time on a carrier, and wee Jessie came in my truck, and she told me she was going to marry me. And she was, I think she was about 4 or 5, and she went in every year. She'd only had a shorter life expectancy, but she outlived that, and she was so cool. She always used to, even if she wasn't in my truck, she'd come and check me out, say g'day, and that's what we find is the kids catch up with drivers from previous years, even though they're not in the truck. And quite often there'll be drivers that will call in during the week, 6 months later, and catch up with the kids at home and say g'day and just how are you, and they keep in touch.
Now you're putting or taking a truck in the ride on Sunday.
Yeah.
Are you at the front or the back?
No, I'm at the front. Yeah. I don't think anyone would want to be at the front because I've got police communications with the police, which we're under convoy. I've got a wee bit of work to do while I'm at the front, and but yeah, and then there's Tarly and Charlie. He's right at the back. So yeah, we keep it all tied up and all knitted. But yeah, I enjoy it. Look. One of the places I love is the Silverstream Bridge in Mosgiel. We come out of Duke's Road, we hit the Silverstream Bridge, and you come over the brow, and they're 3 deep for the whole entire street.
Oh, wonderful.
It's just incredible. We had one of the police units that were in front of me, Jeff Fleury, he actually called me up on police comms and he says, God, I'm proud to live in Mosgiel. Look at this. He was stoked. But it's like that even entering Fairfield and Green Island. That's Torrey Road, it's just unbelievable.
Does anybody play convoy on the head unit during this particular event? It's turning back the clock a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, convoy is not really a favourite song with a lot of the trucking drivers. It's a bit Americanised. Gives us a bit of a bad image. One of our favourite songs is Teddy Bear by Red Sovine.
Oh, why?
If you play the song, you find it, you play it, it'll tell you exactly why we do it.
Oh, mental note. I'll check that out when I go home tonight. Well, that's awesome. All the best. Hopefully the weather is on par. I'll be out giving you a wave and you'll give me a toot on Sunday.
Thank you.
But all the best, Greg. 25 years, you're doing extremely well.
I appreciate the support from everyone. I really do.
Special Rigs for Special Kids organiser Greg Inch. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
After the break on 39 Dunedin News, we find out what Shane Carter has been up to, and we'll take a look at weather for the end of the working week.
Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call 0800 502 402.
Dunedin's got an immensely rich artistic lineage.
It's brightening a wall which would otherwise go unnoticed.
The work seems to have another life when, you know, they start to interact.
Driving Miss Daisy is a safe, friendly and reliable companion driving service.
Hello Jean, where are we off to today?
We form genuine friendships with our clients and help them to remain independent. Thousands of Driving Miss Daisy clients and their families love our caring, affordable service. Call us today for a quote on 0800 948 432 or visit drivingmissdaisy.co.nz. Driving Miss Daisy for the gift of independence.
Pregnant, need to talk. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
We're at 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Mobility Solutions Centre Dunedin provides products to improve your independence, comfort and safety. Contact the team at 4777 195 or visit mobilitysolutioncentre.co.nz.
So August is our winter sale month, up to 50% off. This winter hasn't been cold enough until now, but we have to get rid of all this stock. We've got all these jackets. Also to keep you warm and me happy, at 50% off, we've got all this knitwear. For all of August, we've got great savings on moleskins and jeans. Plus we've got all these warm shirts, look at them all, from $50.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
First in, best dressed.
When someone is affected by cancer, the Cancer Society is here to help. Please give generously this Daffodil Day. With your help, there is hope.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Tune in on Thursday for Motorsport Night on Dunedin Television.
Welcome back. Shane P. Carter first rose to international fame with the band Straight Jacket Fits in the late 1980s. In more recent times, he played in Dimmer and lately has been playing under his given name. And this weekend, he's due to return to a familiar stomping ground.
Returning to the Captain Cook Hotel more than 2 decades after first playing there, Shane P. Carter saunters in to survey the revamped location. And he clearly remembers playing here before.
I think I played the Cook with the Double Happies actually, which would have been, what, the 80s or something, yeah. And, yeah, but I spent a lot of my teenagedom not being allowed to go to the Cook. And then I chopped chips at the Cook because my old man used to run the bistro upstairs. And we found out some old school Dunedin sound connections because the Kilgowers from the Clean, their dad used to manage the place in the 70s apparently.
Carter's had a solid career in the music industry, first coming to international recognition in the Straight Jacket Fits, and later in Dimmer when the band was signed to Sony Music, who he says dropped the band after just 1 album. Many lesser musicians are crowdfunding music releases, which is something Carter chose to do with his new album, The Offsider.
When I embarked on the record about 3 or 4 years ago, it looked like the whole record industry was collapsing, which was actually quite a good thing because it was the collapse of the evil empire. And I thought, well, okay, I'm not, the way things are going, record companies are becoming more and more irrelevant. So I'm going to do this record under my own steam, and with home recording and all that kind of stuff, you can make the majority of the record that way.
He says he didn't want to appear to be begging for money, but believes it's a more direct way of getting people to support what musicians do. Carter is a well-known musician in credible music circles, with strings of critically acclaimed records to his name. But he admits he's struggling and doesn't know how other musicians cope financially.
I don't know how musicians are supposed to live at the moment, actually. Stuff like Spotify and all that kind of thing. Well, when I was talking about the collapse of the record industry, it's just the man has come back even harder. So now you've got Spotify that makes billions for the people who run that. You've got the record companies who are happy because they get to recycle their back catalogues once again, but now the artists get nothing. Well, what do they get? 0.008 cents for every play or something.
However, if there's one side of Shane Carter that's mellowed a bit, it's his music. He's left his guitar mostly in the case and admits to being a newcomer to playing piano.
I've never tickled the old Joanna, no. This is a completely new undertaking for me. I'd never played piano, but I've always liked minimalism, and I've always believed that you can build a song out of one note, which is pretty lucky that I believe that.
Shane P. Carter plays upstairs at The Cook this Saturday, fresh from shows in Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch. Daryl Baser, 39 Dunedin News.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on 39 Dunedin News. Port Otago has taken receipt of its new tug, but the vessel has arrived without power and will need some work before it can be deployed. The city and regional councils are working together to find out what South Dunedin residents want by staging a series of community meetings. And Invercargill residents are about to be given the opportunity to see works of art that have been off limits for 2 years due to unsafe building conditions. It's time now for a look at what's going to be in Friday's Otago Daily Times, and we're joined by Phil Somerville. Good evening.
Hi Rebecca. Small sample. Dunedin's a leading walking city in New Zealand, and up there with cycling as well. The latest on the Czech woman stuck in a hut on the Rootburn track after her travelling companion died. Big Sing is on this weekend in Dunedin, a town hall inter-secondary school competition. We have a lovely story on a young woman from Lower Hutt who is a albino Maori and is blind. So interesting story. She's a very positive, good person. And we'll have reports on the rugby tonight between Wellington and Otago.
Good stuff. That's tomorrow's early tea. Thanks, Phil. Time now for local weather.
This 39 Dunedin News weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Emu Oil.
And here's today's city view. It's taken of the Herb Garden at the Botanic Garden. Around the city at 3 o'clock today, 11 degrees for both the central city and the gardens, 13 for the Tyree. To the situation, a depression will move across the country tonight and tomorrow. It's followed by a west to southwest flow, which will be with us through the weekend. To the regional forecast for tomorrow, southeasters with a few showers for Invercargill, some cloud and Gore. The risk of showers for Te Anau and Alexandra, both on 9 degrees. The risk of showers for Queenstown and Wanaka, southeasters with some rain for Oamaru and showers in Twizel. And Dunedin tonight remaining cloudy with a low of 6. Tomorrow cloudy with rain at times and southeasters, 8 degrees. And on Saturday becoming fine with a high of 11. And to the Otago Pallet Fires tidal and fishing information, high tide tomorrow morning is at 25 past 10. And fishing conditions look good tomorrow, especially at around 7 a.m. And that's local news. Good night.
This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.